Audio testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, YouTube viewers. Welcome to, okay, I hope everything is right. Okay, hello, YouTube viewers. Welcome to my channel, Science to Technology. I hope audio and video is working, and I'm waiting for incognito window to give me a feedback so I can be sure that things are working. Hello, YouTube viewers. Okay, all things considered seeming fine. So now let's just double check every setting. Stream settings, let's just to be damn sure. My subscribers, monetization. Okay, cool. Okay, everything seems to be functional, and let's go ahead with the live stream. Okay, Andy Freed 2047, audio video good. Thank you so much. And so let's get started. Now, I originally had a lot of things planned for this New Year event, and I ordered things 2 weeks ago, not today, weeks ago. And I cannot tell you like how hilarious this is. This is the first time I'm seeing Blue Origin, I'm saying Blue Dart. It's a shipping company, and it's quite reliable, not the fastest, but quite reliable. And it's been trolling me. Like, for lack of a better word, literally, I'm getting trolled here. So literally, it was like online shipment booked. Cool, awesome. That's how it's supposed to be. And then shipment arrived to the center and all that. Shipment further connected. Shipment further. Shipment arrived. Shipment arrived at hub. Okay. Now this is the first time I'm seeing this sort of message. Load on hold, space constraint. It's a small box, and somehow they ran out of space. Again, plain things happen. Cool, awesome, things happen. Constraint. Okay, shipment further connected. Cool, things happen. Okay, they had an issue with one time of connection, and then they moved it. Cool, awesome. And then it was a network delay will impact delivery. It should have been delivered today, 27. I'm like, okay, things happen, who cares. And again, message, a network issue will impact delivery. 2 times I got this message. Okay, cool. Third message, this is on 26. Load on hold, space constraint, Komal fit. Again, I got this message. This was on 26, 12:40 a.m., so to say. Then I got load on hold, space constraint. This was at 13, as in like 1 p.m. Again, I got the message, load on hold, space. Basically, they tried 3 times and they could not find a space for a box. I'm like, bro, you are a shipping company. Like, one time, hey, things happen. 2 times is like, what the hell? It's like 3 times. And here's the deal. This is the first time I'm seeing this error. It's like, contact customer service from Blue Dart itself. It's like, Blue Dart is like, bro, we do not know what the hell is going on. It's like, what the hell? Okay, the last update was like 1624. So I would say that's today only. So 1624. I would say 2-3 hours ago. Shipment arrived at hub. Let's just see. Like, I really wanted this to happen because originally at the year end I make a video like how this year was, and I wanted to use this thing, and it does not seem to happen. Now, originally I thought like I'll just make a rapid video and then just like launch it on 28, but now I think it would be better to wait, and then I'm gonna do it on 4. Yeah, year would be a bit offset, but you can live with that. Here we go. Hi. So, what's the use of salt? Okay, yeah. Now let's talk about the salt. Let's go to the salt. So this is Epsom salt. Now, if you have seen my previous video, I've been trying to make a quality desoldering tool, so to say. Now, I do a lot of through-hole work, so I do need it. Now, desoldering tool, I bought another one. It was too low power. I returned that, bought this one, again, too low power. Now, I kind of expected this. So when the first batch I returned, I tried to do research how to make heating element. Not buy it, make it, because there are what we call higher quality desoldering iron. Those are like ludicrously expensive, like ludicrously. Now, soldering iron, there is a lot of competition. Desoldering does not have same amount of competition. So this sort of hollow point where you can just suck directly. Originally I wanted to just buy it and put a vacuum pump there. I have vacuum pump, but like, because it's so weak, 20 watts, it's just useless. It's like, it's almost cold, like it's not hot. And again, the company that designed it, it's like, it's not even pipe, as you can see. It's not even a pipe. It's literally a sheet metal that they bent it and did not do a very good job. So it's a very cheaply built tool, and power rating is like 27 watt if I'm not mistaken, and it barely gets hot to do anything useful. And they did not even remove the sleeve. I'm like, what the hell? It smells when it turns on. I don't even know what is burning to cause that smell. So that caused an issue. Okay, so has anybody ever successfully made soldering or this sort of item in home? Answer is no. The closest one I have seen is the one common thing that you will see is people will use something like this nichrome wire, and they're gonna have a conductor, basically copper generally, or steel, whatever have you, and they're gonna have a glass sleeve on top, and then gonna wrap nichrome wire on top, because again, if you directly run the nichrome wire, it will create a short. So they're like, okay, we do it. But here's the problem. Glass sleeves are only designed for 400 degrees Celsius. If you know your soldering iron, you know the tip can go to that high. Meaning, if you have a conductor, let's say this conductor is at 400 degrees Celsius, and you have an insulator on top. On top of that, you have a nichrome wire. That means the nichrome wire is much above 400 in order to make this 400. So the only way is a reduce power, so it does not get to the temperature, and the glass sleeve will last very long. But again, that's not practical. A soldering iron has to heat up very quickly, so to be effective. Failure to do so, so again, glass fiber, people can buy it, but it is completely as a too low temperature. So how does these sort of equipment work? These sort of equipment, these are like, low cost equipment. They generally have mica sheet as insulation. Mica can go up to 500 degrees Celsius without degrading. Now like, wait a minute. 500 is not that high if you want 450 here. Yes, that's why mica is edged out. You will not find any branded soldering iron like JBC or what are other brands? Damn, I forgot about other brands. But those other brands also, T12, Heiko, all of that, none of them will use mica. Older one used to use mica. Modern one use ceramic. Why ceramic? Mica gives up at 500 degrees Celsius. Ceramics can easily, like they wake up and it's like 1000 degrees Celsius, they will go back to sleep. It's like, bro, we do not care. So mica has been replaced with ceramics. And you can see this in real world. Your heating element that is inside your iron, clothes iron, or in your water tank, that silver pipe, that silver pipe is what we call stainless tube. But what's inside it? It's magnesium oxide, MgO. Magnesium oxide is the insulator that is making sure the nichrome does not short to the tube and electrocute the water. So that's the magnesium oxide. But here's the problem, it's powder. If you buy magnesium oxide, you're gonna get a powder. So how do you it's like powder, it's very difficult to deal with. Like you have a tube, how the heck you're gonna put powder and then wrap something around it? It will not work. And again, if you buy any normal soldering iron, they now come with ceramic heating element. Oh, wait a second, I'll show you guys. So if you look into something like this, normal soldering iron, nothing fancy, normal soldering iron, they also have what we call ceramic heating element. Because again, nowadays nobody is using mica. It's again, it is used. If you do not need very high temperature, it is used, and it's surprisingly cheap, non-toxic because it's a natural mineral. But if you open these things up, you will see, as you can see, ceramic. Actual ceramic. This is ceramic element. This can go to much higher temperature without damaging itself. So that's how normal soldering iron works. And if you open JBC soldering iron, soldering cartridges, all of them have ceramic. So how this ceramic is made? The best material for this is what we call alumina. They are very conductive but ludicrously expensive, and I do not know what they use as a binder. Alumina is the component for it, but I do not know the binder. Alumina is the main puppy, like the main brick. But was this a cement? I do not know. And I could not find any literature on that. Of course, like if I really dive deep into it, that could be possible, but I haven't found any successful clue, so to say. So like where to go into it. But thankfully, there is a class of cement known as Soros cement. That cement has a lot of combination and mixture, but if you are lucky enough, you can find the solution of mixing Epsom salt with magnesium oxide, aka magnesium sulfate. Making love to magnesium oxide with water gives you cement, and that's a ceramic cement, as in that puppy can handle 1000 degrees Celsius without any issue. They're like, okay, magnesium oxide is not that expensive. MgO, we use it in stuff. And Epsom salt, it's a freaking salt, not that expensive. So why don't we make concrete with that? Well, we did. Problem is, while this salt is awesome, like in terms of temperature, even in terms of strength, it does suck against water, meaning water will leach it away. Now, if I understand things correctly, and again, that's why when magnesium oxide is used, it's generally used inside a stainless tube. So water does not go to it because it will dissolve over time. And alumina could come with a binder that can make it watertight, whereas like, bro, I do not care. Although I could not find out, like alumina powder you can buy. I do not know the binder that is stable at 1000 degrees Celsius. This can easily deal with 1000 degrees Celsius. So all I have to do is buy Epsom salt, did. Magnesium oxide, I did bought, it has not delivered, it will be delivered on 1st January. Then with water, distilled water ideally, you can make a cement. That cement has two properties. First, it's a ceramic. So at high temperature, it's like, bro, I do not care. Second, it's a cement, meaning I can coat, like let's just say I have a structure, I can coat around it. It can form a good, what you call tube around it. So that means I coat it, I wait for 4 or 5 hours, it becomes like, you know, a shape. I can shape it to so much and then wait for a few more hours, then it becomes hard, then wrap, you know, nichrome wire around it and then lay another. Now it has insulation property. Again, we use magnesium oxide itself to create the insulation barrier. So it's good, we got this. So that's what I want to do. I want to be the first YouTuber who finally cracks how to make goddamn soldering elements. Lot of people have cracked how to make soldering station. Like, lot of, it's almost like a rite of passage in electronic world, where it's like, you know, you make your own soldering iron, like a lab bench power supply and all that. So that has been sorted. But so many fake videos are there where like, okay, they have like very cheap stuff, USB. It's like, bro, USB does not have enough power. And if you have like nichrome wire on top of a glass sleeve fiber, and then you have a conductor, 20 watts of heat will not do anything simply because the insulator will waste it. This gets another advantage because it's so dense, there is no void into it. Nichrome can easily dump its heat into the outside material, meaning the nichrome actually remains cooler. So that's why the JBC's elements, they can handle 120 watts of heat, but they don't need to. They can work at very low power. You must have seen like a modern USB-C power soldering iron that only works at 20 watt. How the heck it can work 20 watt? And like when you are buying something like this, you have to have like 60 or 80 watt, simply because this is not bonded to the pin. That's why cartridge style became the future right now, where this is directly bonded to. So basically, if you do not have any air gap, conduction efficiency is very high. You can have very low power and still achieve very high temperature. So that's what I'm trying to solve. Basically, in principle, I should be able to just put the slurry mix that I would make, and I can just like put it like this, and it will become very effective. Problem would be it will be permanent. I won't be able to pull it out. But again, if somebody is like, hey, and these are not that expensive. So if you're like, hey, I only use this sort of tip, you can do that. Although it does not have any temperature control, so I do not see a point. So that's why I'm trying to make desoldering iron. And again, it's a more of a physical thing rather than more electrical. And electrical things, I generally, whenever I'm doing alone, I generally get bored and like, you know, just do it. Doing things alone is a bit more difficult. It's, I would say it's like, it's not as easy as I would like it to be, but it is what it is. Okay. Yeah. Why Africa and India media saying Russia is winning the war movie motive? Dude, they want to believe. Like, see, everybody hates America because, again, America is awesome. Like, how do I can say America is awesome? Everybody is going there. That's how I know. It's like they have to create a border to, like, you know, keep people out, where other countries are like, create border to keep people in. So that's how I know. That's why everybody wants to believe that, like, you know, USA, like, you know, lost. Which is true tragic. It's almost like when India made a deal with Iran, it made me really sad. It's like that emperor, supreme emperor, no, what is like? Holy leader? No, what's like that? Supreme leader. Right, that's the his terminology that he's using, some sort of leader, and is like, you know, dude, he does not care about his own people. He will not give a damn about India. It's like Putin slaughtered his own youngs, like around 250,000 that they have acknowledged last year. I'm pretty sure that number is 300,000 or more, and they do not have birth rate to replace it. They never had. I mean, like they did not had after 1999. Basically, as Soviet Union fell, their birth rate fell below 2.1. Then do not have replacement population, let alone after kaputting so many in Chechnya war. That lasted 8 years. And again, that was duration-wise long, but it did not have the same amount of bloodshed. This has brutal amount of bloodshed, and it kaputted the country. There is nothing left in Russia anymore. Like what Russia is just what Soviet Union was, where it was like, looked everything is fine, and then internally it was crippling. So, and like people are like, okay, he's gonna help you. It's like, bro, he's not honest to his own public, and you think he's gonna help you. It's like, that's just sad. What's the use of that salt? Again, I hope the salt question would have answered. Why Central Asia countries TFR good even the part of Soviet? Which Central Asian country? Like specifically which country? Because I'm pretty sure Vietnam does not have it. Like I checked, only some African nations and one or two Arab nations, and Israel is above 2.1. Almost everyone else is below it. Okay, I just came here. Okay. Sir, I just came to know that earth movers are also using series hybrid. So why not auto companies all over the world integrate into? It's like you never watched my video. I have talked about this long ago. See, automakers generally try to maximize profit. Duh. And in that scenario, when government does something stupid like subsidizing full electric vehicle, everybody will do full electric vehicle. Like why China had electric vehicle? Because they had new energy vehicle bullshit. Why India has electric vehicle companies? Because India has, what was that? Battery electric vehicles, 10,000 crore subsidy. That's a $1 billion plus subsidy. So if you create that sort of subsidy, it will create a scenario where people are like, bro, why create a useful technology? Like, and again, people are dumb. People believe into hype. So if people want to believe into hype, who is gonna like teach them? It's like, bro, this is just hype. It's bullshit. Like, it's same thing. Like, you should watch my 7-year-old Hyperloop video. How much hate I got into that. Like how much hate. And again, we are here 7 years later. What the hell happened? Nothing. That was the whole point. People want to believe in BS, they will believe in BS. And again, government can just, okay, you want this BS, go die. Again, like why India is successfully selling hydrogen train? Because people want to do orgasm. Who's gonna do like actually opening a book and actually studying, hey, it does not have enough energy, hey, it has poor round trip efficiency? Who wants to do that? Orgasm over BS, hydrogen future. It's like, dude, it's older than petrol and diesel. It's older than battery, for crying out loud. The first hydrogen engine was like what, 1804 or something like that? Can we make 13 axis CNC? Define those axes. Like if you can create a motion for it, I'm pretty sure somebody can make it. It's just like generally we do not go above 6 or 7. I've not seen anything more than that. What's the heterojunction and tunnel oxide passivation in solar technology? I have not had time to go through those. Is it true that most politician leaders are older thinkers? Most people are accept to change or they don't care how think basically? See, intellectual laziness is a very dangerous situation, and world is dealing with way too much of that. And again, our world went from like you have no impact to getting vote. You have to understand, like voting is a new thing. Like even USA, like what they classify as like the oldest democracy, that is only 275 years old. That's not long enough. That's like few lifespans ago. That's not like 10,000 years. Like that, we do not have enough psychological awareness yet. And again, in case of India, 76, 77 years. So we do not have enough understanding. It's like, no, your voting matters. Like you have to, apply brain power to it. So that's creating the sort of paradox where young people are confused. And again, revolution and vengeance kind of makes sense, but again, those things are not sustainable. You can get caught into the loop what Africa is caught into it. Like, you have a leader is corrupt, and then more violence or more overthrow of the government, then the same cycle repeats again and again and again and again and again. So there is an issue. English is Epsom salt, the BES. I do not know what do you mean about that. You can make a video on Fisher project, don't die for. Yeah, I think I can use it. Why not use MSeal? I do not think MSeal is rated for 400 degrees Celsius. I get it. I thought of it because, but it's a epoxy. Epoxies are not high temperature. They're not designed. Again, I am pretty sure it can handle 200, but it cannot go to 500. And again, if epoxy was usable, they would have used in JBC. They do not. All of them are either alumina based ceramic or some sort of ceramic. like again, I showed you the actual that I know those are alumina ceramics because I looked into the supplier, like who's the supplier for those sort of heating element. All of them, alumina ceramic. So that's how I know. And epoxy is just not strong enough. And again, you want your nichrome wire to be chill state, where it's like, bro, I do not care, like 400, 500. You do not, oh, okay, it's crossing 500, stop, slow it down. It's like, eh. So that's why. Uh, Update on health and case. After my crash out on last Saturday, it was almost a big, what we call lightning to the ground kind of moment, because you have to understand, sometimes things happen. It gets out of hand. So it's almost like how we have lightning. So if you see in your electrical pole, there is a big things on top, like the first line of defense. Those are what we call lightning arrestor. So what do they do? You can't fight lightning. Like let's say it's a 11 kV line. That puppy will be not able to handle like 100,000 kilovolt. It does not. What happens is, like, those things are designed in such a way that if you have 11 kV, let's say it's an 11 kV line, is designed that as long as you are under 15 kilovolts, it does not react. As long as you are below that, the moment you go above that, let's say lightning follower, that could be 100 kilovolt or even hundreds of kilovolt, it shorts to the ground. So basically it creates a low resistance path to the ground. That's how you dissipate lightning energy without destroying the transformers. Now, that's a cool, but again, psychologically, that's what I was needing in that sort of scenario. Bad things had happened, like it's a past tense, it had happened. Yes, it could be a reality in future that I die. And because of this, that is a possibility, but I had to accept it. At that time, that was lightning strike. So that me just, crashing out allowed me to just like, vent to the ground. And then it's like, and again, I did some small thing, like Saturday night, I did massive shopping spree, just buying a lot of small trinkets, even this and all that. Unfortunately, this is the wrong diameter. I bought 32 gauge. To make AC heating element that is low enough power, I have to buy 42 gauge or something. First I was distraught, then I realized, if I want to make this heating element go from 20 watt to 60 watt, all I have to do is shrink its length. So this has the nichrome wire. I do not need extra nichrome wire. So that was a funny realization. I just had that realization today. So, oh, and I'm buying 2 extra. Those are also in route. I should get it by tomorrow. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So yeah, so that's basically, and again, sometimes you might have to do it with your friends and family where they're like, they're going through some stuff. You do not need to do anything. Like same way, lightning arrestor does not do anything. It's just like, let it flow through it. It's like, just dump it. So that made me like much calmer. And again, I had a good talk with one of my friend, and it helped recalibrate. And again, it was just like, shock was fresh. It was horrifying, but it kind of made sense. You should sell and keep equity mutual funds to buy in AI bubble dip. I do not know. I do not know. See, if these sort of things are like very, what you call, uh, if this, then that kind of scenario. SpaceX, Tesla, Google, OpenAI going on space Tesla, but you said it won't work. What was the point of me teaching you anything? You have to use your own brain. Remember, every Tom, Dick, and Harry was saying Hyperloop would be a real thing? My video is 7 years old. Bro, what's the point? Like, use your own brain. They will create hype cycle. As long as they can make money, they will create hype. You will die. As simple as that. It's like, been there, done that. It's not me said. What is the science say? Now, let that be very clear. Anything can be done. Again, I specified, Microsoft figured out how to put a server under the sea, get all the benefit. Then why didn't they do it? Because every 2 years they have to replace it to be cost competitive to modern hardware upgrade. It's not viable. You're not going to replace a hardware in space. So claiming things are free. Elon Musk can claim, in 2016, we're going to have a self-driving truck. What happened? Like, think about it. He's been trolling for so much, for so long, that Chase Barber literally booked the truck. He waited for a few years and he's like, F it, I'm gonna make my own company. Made his own company, made his truck, literally now going to Canadian government to like rewrite the rules so he can use the hybrid truck topology. And he has a company that is he already shipped 2 trucks. Elon Musk, that's like very disappointing. Like, people will work on it. Like, one thing you have to understand, people will work on anything as long as you pay them. You pay them, I will work. Like, let that be clear. I've said it time and time again. If you are dumb enough to buy hydrogen, I am smart enough to sell it. Was Chechnya war the most bloodiest war? Not, no. Ukraine is exponentially more. Ukraine is like brutal. I had opportunity to meet India astronauts on impact on microgravity on human body. Again, it's already known thing. It's not a big deal if you are not saying for very long duration, and early missions will be very small duration. Did you ever try to posture fixing cushion, pillow, or chair? Yeah, I did almost everything you can think of. I have did almost everything. But the best thing that works for me is basically having a belt. If I have to sit for long, the best is having a timer, and I only sit for 20-minute terms. That's it. I'm lower caste Hindu from Uttar Pradesh. My family recently converted to Christian because my father teacher was beaten to death because he is lower caste. My upper caste friends beaten me to death. Yeah, such happens. That is life. That happens. Will quick commerce success? Hey? I do not know. What do you mean? ISRO is working on combined cycle engine technology. Your view? I have no context of what exactly you're referring to. Do not use like umbrella term. It's like I lose context for it. What are watching some suggestion? Nah, bro. Like this last week, and again, nobody's in my home, so everything I'm doing everything, so it is taxing a bit, and was in a really bad mental place. So again, only after Saturday, I would say, like Sunday, I started to like this week I managed to do every work that I needed to, and like again right now my good spot is I'm doing every work. The YouTube, because again, three things I have to deal with. A bad court case which is psychologically frustrating. Again, let that be okay. It's not a painful thing, it's just psychologically frustrating, and I can't deal with it as effectively as I wanted to. Second, I have to do one video per day, which again I've been successfully maintaining for quite some time, so that is there. Third, basically do some side project, like again this cement and all that. There is always some side projects that I'm trying to do. Now, doing all these three things reliably, regularly, is turning out to be brutally painful. It's not that I do not have the energy, it's just that I do not have the momentum and the inertia to keep doing it. I generally get tired. And again, whenever I'm working alone, eventually I reach a point where I just lose interest and it's just like, bah. Now, has that happened to every single project I did? No. I have something interesting coming, like physically interesting coming, that I will share with you guys. Again, it should have arrived today, but it did not. That's also in Delhi, stuck in Delhi, so let's just see what's happened with that. But again, my target is hoping, knock on wood, I should be able to make a video about it on 4th January. Whereas, like, what was my plan? Like, and again, I originally wanted to make tomorrow's video, whereas, like, this year-end review, but I have to delay it by 4. I think it will be fine. A lot of interesting things are coming, but it's not physically arriving. So what can I do about that? Yeah. Do India is preparing for heat or intellectual laziness? Preparing for heat or very, or also in, I do not get your context. College versus skill, wrong question. See, if you are smart, you will learn in college. As simple as that. AI is not showing in your video. AI is not showing in your video. What do you mean? I have one doubt. Do low FT occur permanently, poofed, or in time will come? See, I have not seen any country successfully doing undo. I have seen it going down and going more down, and I've seen like, oh, it went up, like in Japan's case, like it went up, but it went up was like 1.8. You need 2.1. So I have never seen a scenario where a country went down and successfully come back up. That never happens. And again, it has what we call cascade failure syndrome, meaning once it goes bad enough, without, like, so many people have this dumb retarded idea, because again, retard people of the past has been saying like population bad. It's like population is good. That's why you have food. That's why you have medicine. Like, it's almost like people don't understand how many branches of medicine is there. Branches, it's million. Like, for example, if you have small enough population, how many doctors you're gonna have? You have to basically take anyone who wants to become a doctor. You cannot filter like, hey, are you competent enough to become a doctor? No, but like we have to take you a doctor. Then like right now we have cancer specialist, and that inside that cancer specialist we have like, okay, you are lung cancer specialist, you are blood cancer specialist. There are so many categories. Every field, everything has that. And that's just the medicine. We have, sorry, that's just the doctor side. The researcher, medical researchers and all that, those are complete. That's why when we had small population, we had like only simple things we could deal with. Once we have large enough, like once we had enough population where we can specialize in everything, then we reached a point where it's like, now we are bitching because we are comfortable. We can bitch about it. So we are bitching, bitching. So that lie has been told for so long that people started to believe in it. And you can't fix it. Once you do that, like you can't fix it. Once you convinced people that children are bad, you can't fix it. And again, once they get old, they can't afford it. And again, once you have less children, schools become more expensive. Once school become more expensive, the less people will have kids. And again, you can see that, like how many young couple have you seen that, like, actually get married and have multiple kids? One or two edge cases are there. Of course, there are there. But like average, whew. So. Yeah, people should fight to prove God doesn't exist. People shouldn't fight to prove many people, religions, cope mechanism, religion provide peace of mind and hope. Again, it's like you have to reach that point where it's like, hey, it is what it is and all that. Why Saudi Arabia wanted to open path of feminism? No, they are not opening it. See, there is nothing wrong with feminism with only one issue. We want, a lot of retards wanted to give women the power of a man. There is nothing wrong with that. Just consequence of man should be also there. That consequence part. Now, Saudi Arabia can is like, hey, you can have all the power of man, but you have to have consequence of a man. Problem solved. There is nothing wrong with the idea of feminism. It's just that cuck implementation of it, that's what killing the civilization. It's like, oh, you want to get educated and all that? Okay, earn, pay money, pay taxes. You cannot be like, okay, but I'm a woman, I got married. No, you married by choice. It's not a forced upon you, it's a choice. You have to make a choice willingly and knowingly. And it's like, but what if it's bad? That's his life. Every man bitches about the same thing. It's like, hey, this job is not paying me. Find me one or two men that will say, oh, my job is awesome, it pays me more than enough, I have all the free time. No, everybody is bitching, but that's life. You made your choice. Like, you made your bed, now you sleep in it. That's the whole point. There's nothing wrong with idea of feminism. It's just that consequence had to be there. It's like, hey, you want to divorce your husband? Cool, awesome. Now pay for, take care of yourself. The end. No fighting, no bitching, no mourning. Just take care of yourself. How do you dive into these electrical things, tips? I do because I'm curious. I only have one thing, curiosity. Unbridled curiosity. Elon Musk says standardized rats are just like data centers and have radiators enough to dissipate heat. Okay, cocaine. Just like Hyperloop maglev is being overhyped. Yeah, it's like been there, done that from 1970s. Been there, done that. Hold on. Sorry about that. What's your running cost of dishwasher? I do not have dishwasher. My brother has it. Why judiciary bosses don't take any good actions against rich guys, or why this was always like that? Wrong question. I can't answer that. How much is lawyer fees, court case? Does significant portion of income goes to lawyer fees? Significant portion, it will go. Like it could go bad enough where I have to delete my life, but it is what it is. It's like I have made peace with it that it is a cancer. It's like it's not something that I can bargain with. It's not something that I can make logical. It's just like, think in this way. Let's just say you woke up and you get a notice that you have a relative and turns out he has a 4th stage lung cancer. What do? Nothing. You have nothing to do. So same thing, I have to accept it. Like Anupam Vipul in past made a sin that was on February 2021 and I have to die. Okay, I committed the sin, I'm gonna die. I have to die with dignity. I have to accept it. So it's not my concern. But again, I could survive, but I could die. And I have to be at peace with both of them, because otherwise I will lose this 1 or 2 years of life that I could have. Or it could be 5 years from now. I do not know. So I have to make the most I have right now. It's like, it's not about money, it's about peace of mind. Like I no longer remember when was the last time, like again, I was doing some research and all that, and then randomly hit me. I'm almost about to finish 8 years. In 2026, I will finish basically 8 years of my YouTube. Now, here's the tragic part. Almost when 3 year was done, I committed the sin, and this will be 5th year. February, it will be 5 years of this sin. And my life, like literally, I cannot roll back to Anupam Vipul before this. Like I do not have memory of that Anupam Vipul anymore. So it's something like that. And again, a lot of people have even worse situation than me. So I have to make peace with it. There is no fighting, there is no money, there is nothing. It's just I have to make peace with it. I haven't successfully made peace with it, but I'm trying. E-commerce, Flipkart, Amazon, quick commerce, Blinkit, Zippo. Again, you are giving vague terms. I have no context. What are you trying to ask? What is your intent? Like, bro, vague. And it's like, I read your comment of 1 hour ago and now you're writing some other, like, bro, think it through, compactify it and simplify and then write. No rush. There's not enough people here to rush. So relax, take your time. Do you have insurance on life? I have health insurance. What will I do with life insurance? You should grow a thick, heavy beard. You will look great. Maybe shave your head. Beard looks good on you. Yeah. I'm very afraid of raising hate towards Christians. Is happening major cities which are destroying Christmas tree. May God help. See, life is effed at this point in time, and I do not care anymore. It's like, let me be very real. My personal life, my personal family is in threat. At this point in time, it's like, world is burning. I'm like, I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it or pamper it. Like those sort of thing does not go into my head anymore. It's not like oh, Russia, Ukraine is fighting so many unnecessary people. Oh, Palestine is dying, like Palestine and all that. It's like does not matter. Like what is personal, what is real to me. My situation is real to me, and I do not have enough what you call bandwidth. Where it's like again, if you are healthy and all that, you will focus on it and try to do what you can do. But I don't. So. Make a video on India heat pump. Does it good or country gonna suffer a lot? Heat pump? HEAT. Why are you talking about heat pumps? I have already made a video about heat pump. So, if we solve protein folding, can we solve cancer? In principle, yes. In principle, yes. China made changes to their divorce law. China would be able to improve TFR or just going to. My money is not. My money is not, because again, that's what I keep telling you. You create a lie long enough, like again, that's the biggest part of danger of lies. Lie long enough, people start to believe in it. Everybody willingly accepted that people are bad. Why would anybody want to have a kid? Everybody accepted that like luxury of life matters above life itself. It's like, bro, like so many people, when I talked about like population myth, overpopulation myth, someone's like, oh, you want us to suffer? I'm like, imagine your ancestor said that. Like what we have right now is beyond luxurious only 70 years ago. Only 70 years ago. I'm not even going 1,000 years ago or 10,000 years ago, just 70 years ago. But people are bitching right now. It's like, oh, but we're not going to be able to afford a school and all that. It's like, we did not had schools. So again, we have lied long enough that people have started to believe in it. And again, even if they want to like break away from it, they don't have the financial mean or the desire or the support network to do it. So it's if you get to don't go, it's a very bad. High speed rail versus flight. Again, high speed rail only works in certain scenarios. In other scenarios, it does not work. My cousin is doing the same case, also doing very bad things. He is responsibility of kid. There are only one is going to have F about feminism. Yeah, that's also high speed. Okay. When will you get? Keep saying humans are good and Lotifa, but you make more. See, I am very. You have very retarded view. Like you do not see color. I have made so many videos talking about see colors. When I say don't get married and all that, I'm not talking about any other religion, specifically Hindus, specifically Indians who are in India. Everywhere else go YOLO. It's like we have a boat, right? Think of this way. Planet Earth is a river and there are a lot of cultural boats. In our boat, our elders are drilling on the like freaking what you call hull. They're like, what if we F the hull? It's like we're gonna drown. It's like, no, but what if we boom the hull? It's like, okay, I'm out. It's like if elders of a civilization is like, what if we F the youngs? You let it go. It's like you have died, I'm out. There is no fighting it or saving it. Do you think Gita saying having top-notch human development, human knowledge, human science? Hey, it's for human soul at best, not on science. Why government gives free healthcare to government employees? Why not? Again, they have to pay anyway. So, do you think Mythbusters has all episodes in a Blu-ray? No, I want to buy, but I have not there. Surgery protecting India from heat video. Do you mean hate video? Will you ever visit USA or China? I visited China and it was filled with electric item shops. Depends on where you actually went. And again, USA might for CV Global reason might happen, but right now nothing is happening. Right now I'm like focused on tomorrow, like just surviving tomorrow. Like freaking Epsom salt came so early because again apparently they had good deal with Amazon. It was like I booked it 2 days later. Amazon Epsom salt, magnesium oxide is like oof, it's coming. So do you have term insurance or life insurance? Again, how many times have you asked it? I don't have life insurance. Not every idea is good. If someone says so, use your own mind and you will reach something. You will not blame anyone and improve yourself. Learn. Yeah, that's the whole point. I'm studying Catholic school. They have treated me with dignity, focusing on becoming an engineer. My dream, make fight jitters for India. Good luck. Do you have any comfort in telling? No, I live alone. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Why Hindus in India should not get married? Go to family court near you and see. Avatar movies story is just meh. I just blue monkeys win against human who have antimatter reactors. Dude, you are repeating my video points. I thought one like bad storytellers. I think that was the video name. You should get my flaws were fixed in India. It won't be fixed. See, I'm too old for random masturbation. Like I'm too old for that. Like what if this? Like it will not happen. Like it will not happen. Have I ever watched Miss Watcher Juja was an extension of no. I'm just basically actually you made a video on protecting India from heat. Bro, why are you not able to type the spelling of hate? Is India doing anything for we're gonna see hot hell India's? Yes, I have done that. You're saying elders are drilling holes in, but generally they said elders are regressive ones. Recently, news were corruption and ban females from using camera phones. Again, what else they will do? See, think in this way. A lot of people say women should have all the power. Here's the deal. The culture that gave women power, women killed the culture. Now what you will do? Like, see, you cannot have a civilization where it's like, okay, you do bad thing, I deal with the cost. You will break. You will break. So that's what they are doing. They are seeing their families falling apart. They are seeing their families destroyed in court. So they are taking the action. And again, either they take the action or Afghanistan 2.0, the Taliban returns, takes the action. That will happen. That's why I keep saying, like this in the last video specifically slide, no, like pampering is not a good thing. It destroys them. That's what I'm referring to. Eventually, men will give up. Eventually, men will say, okay, I'm just gonna kaput your head. There won't be any like, okay, this and that. Is like, no. Like, again, it has happened in India also, where it's like, oh, I'm going to file false case on you. It's like it will happen. That's where it all leads to. That's where the, like, the drilling that you are doing, that's where it goes. Once you say it's a free country, free people, even freedoms to pay, what do you mean? See, free means you can do dumb things. And again, USA is not a perfect nation. I never said that. I have said that they have a lot of good things, they have a lot of bad things. Colors, remember? Colors, not black and white, colors. But at this point in time, and again, I'm seeing some what you call hints that people are recovering. They are no longer doing this pampering, damage, brain damage things. So they could recover, could. Likelihood is low, but not zero. Tips and trick on reducing heat absorption by wall and terrace. Sky Cool paint, if you can find out. I'm asking for a question. It's like, would you get my if laws were fixed? Yes and no. Again, if this then that is brain damage. I do not deal with those things. Those are only waste your brain capacity. You keep record of everything you spent, even small amount like one, not that small. Used to do that when you did not have money. Like now it's like it would, generally I do everything with, again, today only I was doing this accounting. I've like again, last 2 months was so messy that I forgot to do that. But I'm like, okay, today I am starting to take care of October and November. And again, everything is easy because again, this current bank I have is has the comma separated value available, CSV files. Basically, I take the CSV file, put it in Google Sheet. I already made a video about like how I organize everything. And GPay, when I'm spending using GPay keeps the what you call remark on record. Bhim deletes 6 months back, but GPay, I think the first I made few years ago is still there. So in GPay, I write down, okay, I bought milk, I bought bread and all that. So that I write down. So then it makes my life much easier. So doing that, target is hopefully I'll might be able to do it. And again, the main issue, everything is fine. Like I have made that into almost automated systems. Like barely takes 1 hour or 2 hours. It's just that credit card does not come like that. I cannot get credit card detail anywhere. It's like it comes in PDF and then it comes to like that's the most painful part. Because again, when credit card cuts money from the account, that's a one bulk payment. But again, credit card spending, it's like, I spent for this, I spent for that, I spent for that. I want to track it down, but I can't. That's the most frustrating part. Everything else, butter, easy. Much easier than it used to be in compared to Federal Bank. Federal Bank, again, back in the days, they had what you call PDFs that was convertible, but some reason they changed that and I'm like, yeah, I'm out. And I was like so angry that almost every other bank had CSV output. My brother's ICICI Bank has that. I think somebody showed State Bank of India also has that. Bank of India has that. So now I'm doing that. That's much easier. Bro, Raja Yadav, it's like, okay. College, drunk boy has only the boys arrested for rape. Both are drunk. Only men got arrested. That is life. That's why it's saying heat, not. I have made a detailed video on that. That's why I'm so confused. Why I'm asking about something heat, not hate. Currently focusing on okay. The contests and the teens males. No, they are not, and they are being pampered. How they? First of all, like how many schools you have seen where they beat little girls, and how many schools you have seen where they beat little boys? I can guarantee you that boys' numbers are much higher, much higher. Our world is soon Afghanistan 2.0. Mr. Yadav facing caste discrimination law. Working according to Gita teaching is the best. If you work according to, yeah, people say that. Every religious person says that. Every single, you are not unique, you are not that. Like it's, I had a teacher who like, Bible, behave like Bible. I had a person who was like behavior like Quran. Everybody says that. It's like water is wet. ULSEO left joined Blue Origin, J versus Deep Pocket. Yeah. If you will have a personal doctor specialist and from advanced AI, so bro, what kind of retard brain damage you have? Where will you get the money to do that? Like where would be the engineers that gonna design the silicon? You have to understand, right? We have almost few million engineers in electronics. Only then there has enough what you call specialists that can go into silicon level. Dude, like there's literally 5 or 6 people who know how to make very high-end chips. Only 5, 6 people. It's almost like back in the days when Apollo mission was done, there were only 3 Americans that knew how to fold a parachute so it can be deployed reliably in space, basically Apollo era. So they made sure that all 3 were always separated. They never traveled with one time. Top secrecy was done to make sure that they do not know like each other. That because they only had 3. That's the same problem. With an AI is not magic where it's like, it's like who is paying for it? Who is building it? Who is maintaining it? And again, who is paying for it? Like as in like paying as in like paying to build it, like, but again, who is buying the service? Again, we had low population. Think about it. We had low population. We were starving to death. India had low population. We were starving to death. Now we are exporting food. And again, don't say, oh, India has still have poverty. Of course it has. That's called corruption. Every country has that. I'm asking India did something for it. Summer is gonna come in May. Don't know. Should come India more bad. Again, see, that's why I say do not listen to me. Go to family code that is near you. Remove me from the equation. Remove your personal bias from the equation. Go and see what's happening. Starship Booster 19 just exploded like a few seconds ago. Really? Really? Are you sure? Huh. That would be interesting. Maybe we can just say estimate programming makes a credit card, others just automated. I don't know much about automating, only maybe. Again, in principle, it is doable. It's just that so messy, you know. It's like do this and then do that. And again, for some reason, I have no idea. They might have like special character or some BS. Every time I try to convert the date, it crashes. Like I have to manually put, like that's the annoying part. Everything else, awesome, GG. I made a structure, like, and again, the idea is I do it every month. So at the tax year, I just collect the data, give it to my CA. He can go through it and we good. Our father used to work for more than 12 years for wages, and difference was they didn't have these modern problems, if you agree. See, yeah. Strong family unit, the core reason why Vietnam survived deadly USA invasion. Yes and no. Yes, it was a core, what you call endurance. America was not actually in the, America got trolled basically by France. They got trolled by France. Next time they got trolled by, what was that guy name? Bush? What was his name? George Bush. Basically, America gets trolled in the wars a lot. One time they were not trolled, they really went all out. They were like, nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. They went, nah, bruh. I was like, South Korean government paying $20K for a newborn baby. Yeah, I think they went the lowest. I think 0.9. They went to the lowest. Weren't gatekeeping the knowledge and practices as a few people knows and understand something. Aren't they gatekeeping the knowledge? Who? Like who are you talking about? Like what exact vector you're talking about? Now, it doesn't mean fight with religion to prove them wrong. So all the time is just wasted of time. Yeah, flat out. Again, I used to be that, but at some point I just realized, see, if you are a theistic person, like you truly have faith, I have nothing to fight against. You have faith, cool, awesome, GG for you. If I truly believe that there is no God, it does not matter what you believe. It's like, I know the end. It's like, you know, somebody is fighting me. It's like, oh, hydrogen is the powerful fuel. I know it's not. I do not need to fight you. It's like, I know the science, the end. What useful productivities you have learned your senior at work? On Saturday, I had like a lot of this issue, and I bought this to go back to my roots, so to say. When I used to work in my job, we used to have copy like this. Again, much lower grade, but something like this, basically a spiral bound, and this is A4 size. You can see the corners are rounded over and all that. And this has, you can see, small grid, as you can see. And these are smaller grid. The math books that you buy for kids, those are bigger bricks. This is 5mm by 5mm. So this allows me to use it. And again, normal people use copy like this, which again creates a problem. So whenever your pen goes like this, especially if you are writing from here to here, it hurts here. So I'm using it like this, writing from top to down. And again, that's why it cannot be line. It will not work. So it has to be grid. I was looking for dot printers, basically that had dot, found one. It was A4, but the dots were much huge and the grid of that dot was also very huge. So I saw CGP Grey, this sort of what you call, he called planner. So I was like, okay. And now when I was doing job, I used to like just write down things, like whatever I'm thinking, this is what I had to do. It helped me a lot. And right now I think I have too much electronic burnout, where it's like, okay, every time I'm watching mobile phone, every time I'm dealing with this is like, so I'm like, okay, let's go back to my roots. So I bought this, not that expensive. It's and it also arrived very soon, Amazon Basics and all that. So I got it. Not the greatest quality copy, but again, it's much better than I thought. And the papers are quite thick. Benefit of that is I could use fountain pen, which I bought. I never used, but I bought it. I like started to work. I did not know fountain can evaporate. Like the ink inside evaporated. I was like, what the hell? So I'm using that. And thankfully the papers are thick enough that if I write it, it does not go on the back side. It's completely white. That's amazing. Does come with a problem that I can't use markers. You can see, like if I marker over anything, like highlight over anything, it smudges it. That's the penalty. But everything else is like really good. So it is helping me, like, you know, think calmly. Like there's a old saying, the best cure for anxiety is action. This is my action. I'm taking that. Like this sort of just write things down. Like read hundreds of books or whatever have you. All of them will have something similar. Just write it down. That's fake chill. I don't know. What do you think? Who's may practical? Again, I'm not gonna go into religious debate. If you believe in Bible, Bible will work for you. If you believe in Gita, Gita will work for you. What is protective? Please make a video on UBI. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, you have Google has made Willow chips are more, so no more tech support needed. AI will solve all the problems. Robots gonna replace physical anyway. Don't. How much money you wanna bet that Willow chip will not be used for anything in next 10 years? How much? Bro, I've been here down this road long ago. You are talking quantum chip. Been there for 1990. Heck, I watched it in my freaking TV channel. Back in the days, people used to have cable and TV channel. I watched it then. Don't be mad. Why not you give money and fuck it anyway? Again, what gives you the delusion that I'm not? That's the whole thing. If you do not have the full context, you don't have the full context. Scientists spend 100 days in underwater bunker, DA just 10 years. There can be a video on that. I doubt that to be true. I genuinely doubt to be true. Bodybuilder steroids becoming normal. Today's people are facing heart problems. Yeah, Trump really gonna attack Venezuela? I don't think so. I don't think he can do booming operations like what he did with Iran, but I don't think he will gonna go full all out. He's doing what we call the old days. It was called battleship. This what you call battleship diplomacy. So it's just gonna blockade it. You can choke a country if you blockade its ports. Did you make the important call you have asked? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And again, got trolled again. It will happen now on 5th. Yeah, do you shave daily? No, on Saturday only. Why don't you go to gym, build a body, become Chad and fight life? And again, I'll die if I do that. I have slip disc. Do you often use Blender or any 3D software? I use Fusion 360. That's my core CAD packages because I make 3D models. Like I make 3D models for printing and I print from start to finish. I made like hard drive caddies that have proper airflow. I have made spool holders. I think I might have it here. Lol, don't have it now. I've made a lot of things in 3D printer and all that. So I need that. And again, I'm working on a product, like physical product that I designed in CAD. So again, Blender cool and all, but like that's more of a what you call art-based stuff. But again, for manufacturing, you have to go to CAD. Again, you can use Onshape online only, or you can use Fusion 360. And again, since I'm more used to Fusion 360, I'm working on that. Why won't can you make a video on why it will not? Again, it's not that it won't work. Like again, if humans were that smart, we will not have AI bubble. We will not have .com bubble. We will not have 2008 market crash. Humans are not that wise. It's like humans are not that wise. What about vertical writing is not able to see clearly, hurting wrist? Huh? Why can't you see clear? Again, a grid is grid. It does not matter whether it's horizontal or vertical. I'm just doing it because it makes a side to side movement is far more comfortable. And again, you don't have to. It's not a law. It's not a law. It's just that I found it like to be unique. And again, sometimes you may have a lot of your normal research copies that are vertical and have one horizontal, and that will give you a psychological break. No, this is a planner book and this is my study book. That could help. Again, it's up to you. It's not necessary. Again, I got the idea from CGP Grey, so I'm using it. Greetings from Europe. Will affect AI in the outsourced customer service center? Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Although right now I have not seen any company pouring serious money into that. A lot of companies have tried it. Like now you have, instead of tree, now you have AI talking to you. But it's not good. Like it's half baked. But it could become a big thing. Like I could easily see that in next 5 years, call centers being slow down. Don't let sleep this, consult your doctor, ask what exercise is fine, gym is really good for you, mental health. Bro, suicide is also very good for mental health. That's what you are saying. I do not have the money, I do not have the time. It's hard enough to do one thing. And again, I have to do 3 things. And not go insane with my case, do 1 video per day, which again, I've been doing for months, and do side projects. In that, I do not have enough time to, okay, also do a gym. Is your current house big, like 3 stories? Not really. Two stories. One is like the ladder case or something like that. China have done the feminism by new laws. Again, see, I've seen a lot of people talking about it, but I've not seen any evidence. And again, they are way too late, so to say, because again, how do I know that it is happening? Not propaganda or anything. It's because Xi Jinping himself, talked about it, and he called it like let it rot movement. Dailong movement, I think it's called in Chinese, let it rot movement, and he directly addressed it. That means it's really bad. Like young people are giving up. It's like, bro, we're gonna work our ass off and you're gonna F it anyway. Meh. There will not be yeah, that will happen. I think industry grows very well from its roots because they have not formula quarters, but really haven't focused human inner development. 2 videos per day. Yeah, 2 videos per day. Like, yeah, there's a hope go through life. I don't agree with a lot of your opinion, but I find channel very brain stimulating. Again, you do not have to, I never said like agree to 100% of what I say. Just like scientific things, I do not have a discussion about it because again, I remember 7 years ago I said that Hyperloop would be a BS. Yeah, it's BS. It's like, why government is not helping Hindus inside India and also Bangladeshi Hindus? Please reply in detail. We are dead. The end. I can't give you more than that. It's like we died long ago, 1984. That's when we died, and we we took, we did this, 1984. That gives us 90-year clock. In 90 year, population would be inverted, meaning India will no longer be a Hindu country, it will be a Muslim country. That will happen from 1984, count to when is 90 years, that will happen. I'm giving you a timeline. How would you see it before it happens? The birth rate will go below down. Is birth rate below? Yes, only 3 states is above. UP, Bihar, Jharkhand. No, Jharkhand is almost like at 2, I think. UP, Bihar, MP to some extent. That's it. Almost all other states have gone below 2.1, and Hindus specifically. So that happened. We did. We are down because government can't do anything. Yeah. But we can't just give up a rage against the dying of the light. See, if you want to do it, do it. Again, let me be very clear. There's a saying, I do not know where I saw that. Like there was a girl saying, like, why didn't you fight for me? Like a romantic movie or something like that. So he simply said, like, I will fight the world with you, not for you. Meaning, if like let's just say my family is supporting me, I'll fight against the world. But if I have to fight against my family, it's like I already lost. There is nothing to do anymore. It's like if, let's just say, Indian constitution, completely secular. There is no religion, no bullshit. Cool, awesome, GG. You have that, cool. Right now, High Court, Kerala High Court, will not grant divorce even though wife is doing whatever she is doing because it's coming from the God and you have to fulfill the relationship because F you. So that's the whole point. Like if elders of a nation is like, we're gonna F the public, it's like, no, that means we are defective. That means nature is gonna kill us one way or the other. Question is, how badly do you want to suffer? I'm like, bro, meaningless suffering is one of those few things that can truly destroy a soul. And again, you need proof. Go to see nearest family court. 100,000 men die annually. That number is not something that you can just like, that number should scare people. But again, you have to know mathematics. Most people are retarded where they're like, oh, India has 1.5 billion. No. India barely has 700 million, give or take, Hindus. In that, half it, male population. Half it are now selected based on the, what you call, age groups. The age above 60, remove that. Below 18, remove that. Now, what is the like peak age group? Like from 18 to, let's say, 28 or 30. 18 to, 18 to 30. How many are slaughtering in that point? Then you will start to feel the horror that I am experiencing because, again, I have to go to court. So that's why I do not care at this point. Like, again, if, like, let's just say, Indian constitution, you should try to mediate the situation. Cool, awesome. So court case happens, people do mediation, it does not work, okay, go fight. What the hell is this when court is like, you know what, I think we should do mediation again. It's like, we've been through this, we've done this. No, we should do it again because F you do it again. Like people are saying, like, so many, again, so many people try to justify bad behavior. So it's like, oh, it's like, India has so few judges. No, we have more than enough. It's just all of them are trolling. Not even joking. Like, again, this gone through it. So I know, like, according to me, we should do it. Sir, we did it 4 years ago. Done this, like legally we did it. Legally we did it. It's just that if you want to waste time, they can waste time. So it's like, stupidity for 1984, not 47, 1984. 1984. Why not use Falcon Heavy for moon mission? How many times I have to say the same thing? Falcon Heavy is not powerful because the second stage is not modified. It's a Falcon 9 that has higher delta V. That's it. Because the upper stage has not been modified. They have never modified. Again, they keep saying it, but again, I'm pretty sure if they trusted the if they trusted this thing, Starship, why would they waste money on that? It's the same thing. It's like the second stage is not powerful enough where you can actually load a 60 ton. It will collapse. It's like the biggest, heaviest payload they have sent is 13 ton, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around that. And which again, if you look into it, that's still lower than what a 20 ton to low Earth orbit that can be done with Falcon 9. Now, then why did they use a Falcon Heavy? Falcon Heavy can do that, still be reusable and have higher delta V because the booster does so much work that second stage can like, that's the point. Is there any example of human power being caused of destroyed society? Again, it only happens one and then you die. There is nothing other than that. This might be the first time or hundreds of times, depending on who you are asking. A lot of people say that this has happened again and again. But again, is a new political party needed? There will be a party. No, you cannot make new party. I've talked about it. We have retarded mathematics in voting because we do not have single transferable vote. We retard, we dead, we die. Again, it has been done and again, don't talk about religious things. Europe is much more populated than other regions. Christian, these 30 years ago, now they elect mayors from that religion. Both Congress and BJP are left wing. Again, there is example. Okay. No free speech, freebies, socialist, religious war, caste politics. Rest in peace. So we should is right ideology and victim card ideology Muslim to make Hindus win against Muslim and Christian, please. See, you want an answer that will satisfy you. I will not give you that. Like you want a delusional reality. It's not. We died long ago. There is nothing to do anymore. Again, you cannot. Again, that's why I said like split the 100,000 people are not really understanding how big that number is. That means there are a lot of family that is already dead. Even though parents are alive, but they had one kid, it's dead, done. That happened. And again, it's not happening to one person, it's happening hundreds, 100,000. So, it's done. Like you want a soothing answer. I do not have a soothing answer and I will not lie to you. Every study, every mathematics I've seen specifies the same thing. We did. And again, I specified the math. I'm telling you the starting point, I'm telling you the end point, and I'm telling you what the mathematics will say if it is real. And turns out it is real. So, BP, nah, not anymore. Like I had last Saturday, I was high BP. Now I'm bored. We need preference based. Again, I've already made detailed video. CGP Grey made it like freaking 12, 13 years ago. I was going through 13 bird lines. I may understood something. Focus on health in earlier days. Again, I do it today also. That's why like, I got my slip disc surgery. It's now much better. And again, I make sure that I only sit in a chair for 20 minutes or might even get into a standing desk. But again, let's see. You are making him more depressed. Yeah. Navy should continue with their own jet instead of joining AMC. Yeah. Anyway, it's been 1 hour. Yeah. It was interesting. Like, how many people did anybody watch the streams? Holy damn. For this channel, a lot of people watched it. Anyway. Oh, what happened? Anyway, I'll see you guys next week, hopefully with more products and stuff and useful stuff. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.